it's elect.docwashburn.com. We went for weeks without anybody being able to donate online. Got to our third company and they made it happen, so fortunately that works. Thank you all so much for having me, I appreciate it. I'm hearing your voice.
It's me, your driver.
Oh, yeah, my driver. My driver has a question.
Can you explain to everybody your stance on Second Amendment rights?
Oh, of course.
And I've got a mic if anybody's got questions.
Yeah, well, the Second Amendment is very clear. Your right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So we stopped so I could get a bacon cheeseburger at a place called Haskell's in St. Joe, Arkansas, on the way up to a mountain home yesterday. And the fellow asked me, what do you think about the 1936 Firearms Act? I said, I'm glad you asked me about that, because Senator Gary Stubblefield had a bill last year called the Arkansas Sovereignty Act, which, if it passed, would have made it against the law for anybody in law enforcement in Arkansas to assist federal agents in enforcing unconstitutional acts. And that was one of the ones he mentioned, 1936 Firearms Act, and the other was the 1968 Act. Boy, Asa hit the roof on that. Oh man, you can't have anybody getting in trouble for enforcing unconstitutional acts. But what I said at the time, I was so excited about the possibility of the thing passing. I said, look, I don't know that much about Senator Stubblefield. So I don't know if he's a teetotaler or if sometimes he might imbibe in an adult beverage. But what I do know is if he can get this law passed and get it signed, he should not be allowed to buy his own beer in the state of Arkansas for the rest of his life. So I saw him at Jan Morgan's Medical Freedom Rally last fall when I first announced, hey, I'm going to get fired for not taking the vaccine. And I was standing over to the side and he's like, you want to go get a beer? And I'm like, I wish I could. I got to do a talk show at 2 o'clock, you know. So anyway, I hardly ever drink any alcohol. I can't in warm weather. It has to be like real cold outside. So, you know, when you go to the doctor's office, do you drink alcohol? I'm on the wagon at least 8 or 9 months out of the year, and frankly, some winters I can totally forget about it. So I go several years without having a beer, but anyway, I said all that to just say that the Second Amendment, I didn't mean to get off that tangent, the Second Amendment is very clear. Your right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, and I was so excited about Gary Stubblefield perhaps getting this thing passed that I don't know if he drinks beer or not, but if he does, somebody ought to be behind it for him the rest of his life. And if I'm elected governor, I'm going to make sure Senator Stubblefield brings it back up and we'll get it passed and signed this time. Because see, there are some people in the state legislature who believe that their mission in life is to do whatever the governor wants. So there are a lot of conservatives in there trying to get some things done, and if it runs afoul of Walmart and the chamber, then Ace is like, okay, I need a little help, make sure this doesn't get out of the committee.
And Tyson.
And Tyson, yeah, and that's the way it works. Yes, ma'am.
CRT in committee.
So, I'm fine.